Sorry guys, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my editing app that I've been using besides iMovie to do all the cool effects and shit, but I updated it and it's having all kinds of problems. So if you see any glitches or errors, I've pointed one out. I know it's because of that. I updated it and apparently the update wasn't ready or something, so what can you do?
What up,
gayness?
So recently,
I've talked a lot about gayness recently. So here's a coming out story that I didn't ever think that I would publicly talk about because it was real traumatizing. Because there's a lot more to just being gay in this story. First things first, earlier that day, it was the last time I ever spent the night at my great-grandmother's house. So that should tell you something. Last time I ever spent the night where my dad was spending the night. I'm pretty sure I may have stayed maybe one more time. Maybe. So, that day I was like, and at this point I thought I was bi. Hadn't even gone through the pansexual thing yet. Obviously didn't realize I was full-on lesbian. Or just attracted to women because I have no gender, so can I be lesbian? We don't know. But that's okay. We'll figure that out another time. Because I know there's a word for it, but that's just too hard to remember. So, before I realized I became a romantic lesbian, which is confusing AF, I was at my dad's, and I decided to tell him I was bi. My mom knew already. Everything here was fine. My grandma was still alive. It would not be fine. I would not probably be allowed to have this hair color. Probably wouldn't have this nose ring. Probably wouldn't have a tattoo. I'd probably have a tattoo. But, you know, besides all those things, because I know she would have been real unaccepting of it. Didn't have to go through the traumatizing experience of that. And this is going to be shaky as hell. So be prepared. So I tell him, and I'm pretty sure he's like cool with it and everything, and then later he gets drunk. And my dad is an alcoholic, and why I try to avoid him as much as possible now because he's gone back into his old ways. So there's that. And maybe he'll get better. I don't ever think I'll give him another chance. Maybe when I'm older, perhaps. Jared knew I'm 18, so I have a long time to figure out how I want to deal with that situation. But no, later he got drunk, which puts a whole new layer onto this story. So I think this is also why I forced myself to only try to go after guys pretty much, and tell myself that I liked penis when I did not. So, again, it was traumatizing. So, he got drunk, and he was out in the building that he was staying in because my grandmother was no longer allowing his girlfriend to stay or go into the house for good reason. And then they're both drunk, and she falls down the stairs going out of the building, and she has metal plating in her head because of her last boyfriend. I'm not going into that right now. She's not supposed to get any bad head injuries. So he's an angry drunk, so he refuses to go help her, says sorry, blah 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 blah. And then I go help her as she's crying, and he starts calling me a queer and a fag because I'm holding his girlfriend who is crying because she's in so much pain, and I couldn't take it, and I went inside, and he comes inside later, she comes inside, she hits him, he hits her back. I have to convince her from coming out from underneath the bed, but before he came inside, I knew because he was drunk and he was calling me all of these things, I had to go tell my great-grandmother, which I don't remember what she said. I tried to block it out of my mind as much as possible. All I now remember is that she was not okay with it. Not okay with it at all. 100% not okay with it. So it wasn't the last time I spent the night at her house, I remember that much. It was the last time I spent the night with him there. I'm pretty sure. So she's not okay with it at all, and then that happens, and I convince her to come out, and I call my shitty ex-boyfriend and tell him about what's happening, and I call my cousin, and he made some offhanded remark about liking girls and something I didn't even want to know what he was talking about, because he told me to come look at something, and I didn't until I was on the phone, because thankfully I was, and he tries to call my mom and tells her I need to come home, but I really felt a need to protect his girlfriend, who got him back into drugs and alcohol, mind you, and that was about it. I went to sleep that night, and I don't think I ever stayed the night in the same place as him. He was shortly thereafter kicked out, and I've seen him a few times since, and it was really horrifying. Like, maybe nothing would have even happened, maybe he wouldn't have ever told my great-grandmother, but my dad's a scary drunk. I stood up to him and told him not to hit somebody who's so much smaller than him, because she's like 90 pounds or 98 pounds, 97 pounds, something like that. And he grabbed my face, got really close, and told me something about nobody ever hits him and gets away with it. So, if you're, like, honestly, if you're coming out, you need to prepare yourself, because I was definitely not prepared for that. I was not prepared to have to tell my great-grandmother that night, and I was not prepared to deal with my drunk father. But I did, and I did survive, and it has gotten better avoiding him. So there's that. But no, I'm happier, and I feel like there does need to be more negative coming out stories on YouTube. We'll see many, especially not with popular YouTubers, which I am not, but people need to prepare themselves, and that was the story behind my coming out video I just watched. People really need to prepare themselves for that kind of thing. So, be prepared to feel some heartache. Be prepared to be called names from your family. Be prepared to have to stand up for yourself, and be prepared to be who you are and love who you are, because I love who I am. Maybe not the way I look all the time. I keep looking in the viewfinder and seeing this, which I've had pretty much all my life, and it means nothing about my weight, but it looks like it does. So there's that. I can also do this with it, so I don't need one of those apps. I can just do this. No, but yeah, I'm real self-conscious about this, but I am happy with who I am, and I am not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it anymore, and I'm happy that I at least told